on New Year's Day, starting at noon, we have the Orange Bowl, Miami Gardens, Florida. You got number 4 Texas Tech playing number 5 Oregon. Um, this is the game analysts, fans, and statisticians are probably the most unsure about, right? I mean, we're going to see two teams with explosive offenses and fast defenses battle it out in Florida for New Year's Day at noon. You've really got to like what Texas Tech has turned into this year, right? They were a team that went to the portal, secured the number 1 class in the nation, and they've seen the fruit of their NIL money being spent, right?
Yeah,
Um, we have only seen them compete against, mostly Big 12 opponents most of the season.
I
Um,
was gonna bring that up. Yep, exactly.
yeah. So from now on out, there's a huge possibility that it will only be Big 10 or SEC powerhouses on this list of matchups in the playoffs. So, the question is, can they prove their national championship caliber? Um, on the other side of the ball, you have Dan Lanning and the Ducks, right? They've been in this position before. They've seen playoff games. Plus, this season, has been truly dominant for them, as they've only had one blemish, and it was to the number 1 team in the nation who's still undefeated. That's Indiana. Um, so they've maintained their ceiling and level of performance by getting talent out of the transfer portal as well. I believe they had the number 4 class in the nation last year in the transfer portal, and you can tell because they have stars like Malik Benson and Dante Moore, just proving their value and why they went to go get these guys, right?
Yeah.
The interesting thing for Oregon is going to be how well their coaching staff executes. Um, Dan Lanning, he's facing a rare problem that only winning coaches face, and that's other programs trying to poach your staff, right? So currently, both his offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator have accepted offers to be coaches at other programs. Um, when things are going well, it's obvious growth and better opportunity always approaches. The coaches, they're going to finish out their season at Oregon, but now that they have distractions and future programs to think about, will they bring their best foot forward when it matters most for Oregon? Things to consider, right? So right now, Oregon is a 2.5 point favorite. Total points scored line is set at 52.5 points. So this tells me analysts think that while they think it's going to be a close game, there's going to be a lot of points scored.
Hmm.
Um, so, I mean, let's compare these two teams and see what the differences could be. Off rip, we see two highly rated offenses. Texas Tech ranked 5th nationally, Oregon ranked 11th nationally. So, um, great offenses there. It's the same for the defenses. Texas Tech is ranked 3rd nationally. Oregon is ranked 7th nationally. Um, these are the type of stats that you honestly expect to see from a playoff team, right? But it's not always this case. So for Oregon, in a game where talent is better compared, versus their last foe in James Madison University, who needs to have a great day for Oregon in order for them to secure the game match?
Yeah, it would have to be the leader. I mean, you mentioned him. It'd have to be the leader of the offense, Dante Moore, right? The quarterback. In their loss against Indiana and close games against Iowa and Wisconsin, the common denominator had to be the lack of passing production from him. I know weather was a factor in a few of those games, but still, like if this offense becomes one dimensional, it puts them at a huge risk against a high powered Texas Tech team. This team is very balanced. They can pass the ball well, they can run the ball well, but when one of them is not working and the defense can dial in on they know what you're going to do, it becomes easier to stop that.
Yep. Yep. So what about Texas Tech? Who do they need to depend on?
Yeah. I mean, it would be really easy to say like, Baron Morton needs to have a great day or Cameron Dickey needs to have a great day, but this Texas Tech offense has so many weapons. We've seen other guys step up and dominate, when they need to in the big games. We've seen even the backup quarterback come in for Texas Tech and he knew how to win. So my concern for Texas Tech will be seeing if this top rated defense it became top rated in the Big 12. Can it be top rated throughout the rest of the playoffs? Can it hold Oregon to something crazy like keeping them under 20 points or something for the game? In order to do that, you're going to have to be able to contain the athletes that Oregon has and rattle Dante Moore, take away his options, take away his weapons. It's going to take guys like David Bailey, getting better and sacking more a couple times. It's gonna take the leading tackler, the award winner linebacker Jacob Rodriguez getting east and west to stop this run game and force a turnover.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, that's right. I love how fast these offenses can score, but I think, the saying defense wins games, it will stand true here. Somebody's going to have to stand up and prove that their defense is truly, good against an explosive offense. Um, I know we're so proud of Texas Tech being our dark horse and just calling that at the beginning of the season. But at this very moment, I'm leaning towards Oregon. And I'm leaning towards Oregon due to the simple fact that they've been in these moments before. They've competed in some really big games this year, and they're coming off a dominant first round playoff win. Um, I hope this won't be true, but all the time Texas Tech had off could be a factor, right? If they start slow and we see signs of rust, which has been the talk of the town this playoff,
Yeah.
I think they'll lose the ball game. So I'm going to go Oregon here.
Yeah, many of the same reasons that you mentioned. I'm thinking Oregon will win. A lot of the stats and awards and stuff that Texas Tech has won has been against one conference for the most part. We haven't seen them do much. We just don't have the sample size to see what they've done against a higher quality opponent. So chances are Oregon, in my opinion.